Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And a very good evening to Prof. Tuliman and to my fellow friends. So today what I'm going to do is that I'm going to present my topic regarding on the influence of the leadership style on creativity among public servants. Basically, when we talk about influence, we will talk about how we have an effect to the condition, and when we talk about the leadership style, we will talk about how the capacity that person to lead, and when we talk about the creativity, basically the ability to create something new, or to create the quality of being create something. And when we talk about the public servant, I think everybody knows public servant in Malaysia, our own government. And that's my name, Muhammad Sheikh Zabi Abdullah. And we go to the next background. Okay, basically when we talk about the background, we can see that in new era of globalization, we can see that with so many digital revolutions, we have tremendous changes to doing things, whether in the private or public organization. And in Malaysia, basically the effort to strengthen the public service has been made during our former Prime Minister, Tun Mahathir, and followed by the Tun Abdullah, and now followed by Dato' Sri Najib. During Tun Mahathir, basically we have introduced so many policies and then programs to improve the quality of the services in the public service. And during our Parla, basically we want to create a world-class public service. And during Najib's time, we have now we have KPI and KRA, GDP, EDP, and Pemuda. And all this basically we have under a new slogan what we call as people first and performance now. And basically the research that I'm going to do basically to identify the leadership style and their relevance in influencing the creativity of employee basically in public service. And another one to extend that, to examine to what extent that the creativity of subordinate influenced by their superior in terms of leadership style. Okay, this is the problem segment. Basically, in public sector, we have given the priority to improve the effectiveness and efficiency of the delivery system based on the creativity and innovation models. This one is, I quote from the Najib 2009, because now we are promoting to be success. Basically, we need to have creativity and innovation in our doing things. And number two, basically, public service need to focus on the culture of innovation and the creativity to drive the transformation program with the support of 5 key pillars of Malaysia, as I mentioned just now: GDP, EDP, and EM and RMK9. So in the context of public service in Malaysia, and in line with the culture of innovation and creativity, basically, we want to know whether our leadership style basically influence on the creativity among civil servants in the public sector, and what kind of leadership style that has been practiced by head of department or division that encourage the creativity in the public sector. So this is basically we want to to fill the gap and to explore the role of the leadership style in influencing on creativity of employees in the public sector. Alright? Okay, this is a research objective. Basically, we have two research objectives. One is general objective and another one is specific objective. The general objective basically to evaluate the influence of leadership style on creativity among public servants in Putrajaya. And the specific objective, we have three. Number one, to identify the relationship between leadership style based on the transformation leadership, transactional and laissez-faire with the employee creativity in the public sector. And then number two, to identify the influence of leadership style based on the three types of leadership with the creativity in the public sector. And the last one, to identify the differences between the democratic factor such as gender, education, age, and grade with the employee creativity in the public sector. Maybe democratic will will influence the leadership style among the bosses in the public sector. Okay, this is the literature review. For the leadership and creativity, if we look at the MLGO 204, we can see that leadership style basically influence employee perception towards their working environment that affect the creativity. And then number two, we can see that leadership behavior basically have significant impact on the employee creativity by encourage them to express their opinion, provide feedback timely, provide high-level social support, and then to develop the employee skill as well as their feelings. And the next one by Tarakatakul and Yan 208 mentioned the characteristic of good leader basically support the creativity, normally knowledge, provide a good example, be a good listener, open-minded, and good communication skill. Okay, this is a literature review based on transformation leadership. We have three transformation. Basically, leader is a form of leadership that is able to influence his follower. Transactional, basically, the leader based on the concept of exchange or transaction between two parties, between leaders and the follower to meet their needs. And laissez-faire, basically, a leader who ignore their responsibility and avoid making any decision in dealing with the subordinate. Alright? So this is the research framework. We have the perception of the leadership, three types: transformation, transaction, and laissez-faire. And another one is demography, gender, level of education, age, years of service, and grade. So these basically factors whether will influence the creativity of the employer in the public sectors as dependent variables. Okay, this is the theory, creativity theory. You want to see whether based on this creativity theory, whether influence this perspective on the creativity in the workplace. And then we have also the personality theory, based on the assumption that leaders have their own personality trait, social, physical, and intellectual, different from non-leader. And we also have the behavior, where the leader in the organization managing this situation that distinguish between leader and non-leader. And contingency theory, basically whether we want to see the environment that affect or influence the leadership style. Okay, this is the research design. Basically, I will use the quantitative research using the questionnaire for the data collection. And for the sample, basically, I focus on the PPE personnel grade 41 and 42 in the public sector, basically in the three departments, public service, Prime Minister Department and Ministry of Rural and Regional. The maximum number of respondents that should be studied basically based on the graduate enrollment 2017, the maximum is 204, and the instrument basically the multi-leadership questionnaire. This is based on the best base and Aviolo 204 adapted by Salahuddin 208. And based on that questionnaire, there are three leadership dimensions that we focus: transformation, transaction, and laissez-faire. Alright, basically the whole question, we have the 36 question using the 5-point Likert scale. Okay, data collection, based on the data collection analysis, basically there are 36 written questions on the primary data and using the available information for the secondary data. And to analyze the data, I will use the SPSS, descriptive statistic, correlation, regression and analysis, and as well as factors analysis. I think that's all for my presentation. Thank you very much. Hope that Prof will give good support for this research. Thank you very much.